Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video I'd like to look over the freight markets for trucking in August 2021 and throughout the remainder of the year. Now before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased down owner-operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided on all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about these freight rates for August and the remainder of the year. Now, I've made a bit of a cheat sheet here for myself because some of these things are really difficult to remember. And basically, this data comes from Arrive Logistics monthly market update that's created by Arrive Insights. And what they do is they compile a ton of really good information, put it together, and I went and did some more additional research to kind of verify and validate this data, and it is correct. So their data comes from, like I said, multiple sources, including FreightWaves SONAR, an excellent piece of software, DAT. A lot of you guys probably refer to DAT boards for DAT's rate views and things like that, but also FTR Transportation Intelligence, Morgan Stanley Research, Bank of America internal data, Journal of Commerce, Stevens Research, National Retail Federation, and Fred economic data from the past month, as well as year-over-year data. Now, what these guys did is they're looking at August, but the data is basically based on July of 2021, and I did look at August as far as what the projections might be. Now those might be incorrect, but they might also be correct. So here's what we're looking at. Right now we're seeing further spot market growth, and it's likely to continue throughout the remainder of the year for spot market, which is where the majority of you guys are in the trucking industry. Now, what's interesting is that contract rates are also increasing, and tender rejections are declining, but yet they're actually the rates are increasing. So this is an odd, kind of an oddball scenario, because generally speaking, when tender rejections are declining, rates are not usually increasing, right? So usually that's kind of backwards. Now, I also looked at DAT board at their spot market for vans and reefers, and for July, we're talking 272 per mile average. DAT or DAT is reporting. Arrive says 273, very close. DAT is talking 313 for reefer. Arrive is saying 311. Now they get their information, Arrive gets their information from DAT, and basically DAT just updated their information, so that's why they're off by about a 1 to 2 cents off there. So that's the discrepancy. Now keep in mind, with, for example, some of our examples, as you're going to see throughout the next portion of the video, we have plenty of guys that are well over $3 a mile, and some are hitting over $4 a mile averages, which is quite remarkable. And you have to keep in mind that they're doing this without having to call a ton of brokers, basically negotiate with a bunch of guys, a bunch of brokers, do packets, insurance certificates, billing and invoicing, and keep in mind, you still have to drive the load and deliver the freight safely and securely, and get your sleep and get your food intake and things like that. But this isn't meant to be an advertising of any sort. So my plan, basically what I'm trying to get across here is that you could be actually making more money without having to have the hassle of doing all those things, and at the end of the day still end up with more money in your pocket. But that's up to you. Now, what I wanted to look at is why this is happening. Now, in past releases, we've talked about truck and trailer parts and labor shortages, and this is also happening. And there's the computer chip shortages, but there are truck and trailer shortages, as we've talked about. There are major labor shortages that are going on in the industry. There are the truck driver shortages. Again, I'll leave little cards in the corner here of the video, and you'll see, you can click those and watch those. Those videos focus on these topics more. But the beauty of all this is that we have record imports, record high imports. We have low inventories. We've talked about both of those things. And we're currently heading into peak retail season, guys. This is only good for truck drivers in America. This is awesome. Now, I looked at the data, some of the data for August and what it's looking like right now based on our data, as well as some of the stuff being reported out there. And August 2021 looks absolutely fantastic for vans and reefers, but unfortunately not for flatbeds. Now flatbeds are doing considerably better than they used to be, but I did notice that they did decrease, and it looks like they're going to decrease further into August and possibly throughout the remainder of the year, especially as the temperatures begin to decline. Nevertheless, guys, things are looking good. You know, get at us if you have any questions or anything like that. But definitely, I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers. Don't miss that part, because that's really going to show you the meat and potatoes of these videos. If you got any questions whatsoever, you know, drop me a message in the comment section below. We'll get those answered, or, you know, call or, you know, text us or whatnot. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. As you just saw, DAT is reporting elevated freight rates for both vans and reefers, and what you're about to see is how our dispatchers basically blew all those rates out of the water. Now, the most important thing is that if you got one of these and the willingness to work, you too can make this kind of money. But without further ado, let's get started with a dry van coming out of Superior, Wisconsin, going to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. 42,000 pound load of big paper rolls, 248 miles booked at $1,000, got them $403 per mile. Then Rylander, Wisconsin to Clinton, Missouri, 25,000 pound load of toilet paper, 741 miles booked at $2,900, got them $391 per mile. Then Harrisonville, Missouri to Kinloch, Missouri, 38,000 pound load of dry food, also 248 miles, except this time booked at $1,300, got them $524 per mile. Then Quincy, Illinois to Greenville, Tennessee, 44,000 pound load of palletized water, 690 miles booked at $2,700, got them $391 per mile. And they finished off strong with a one-pick, three-dropper coming out of Marion, Virginia, going to Jackson, Michigan, Charlotte, Michigan, and a final in Midland, Michigan. This is a 40,000 pound load of tractor parts. Now the nice thing is all the drops were all first come, first serve, only 10 to 15 minutes per drop, so easy in and out. 658 miles booked at $2,600, got them $395 per mile. And that was it. They did a fantastic job running Friday to Friday, gross 10.5 on their dry van. By the way, running all on recaps, running 2,585 loaded miles at an average of 406 per loaded mile. Now, next we're going to look at a dry van coming out of Denison, Iowa, going to Phoenix, Arizona, and Tolleson, Arizona. It's a one-pick, two-dropper, a 28,000 pound load of fresh beef at 28 degrees on a reefer. 1,380 miles booked at $5,000, got them $362 a mile for a ton of miles. Then right out of Phoenix, Arizona, going to Verona, Virginia, 35,000 pound load of mixed dairy products, 36 degrees on a reefer, 2,152 miles booked at $6,800, got them $316 per mile on a lot of miles. That was it. They only ran two loads, run Monday to Monday, $11,800 in gross, running 3,532 loaded miles at an average of 334 per loaded mile. Only had 137 deadhead miles on these two loads, not losing any time at shippers and receivers, being very, very efficient. Definitely made their money. Great gross, great averages. Next, we're going to look at a vented van. We're talking Grove Village, Illinois, going to Mason City, Iowa. This is a 30,000 pound load of palletized doors, 374 miles, booked at $1,400, got them $374 a mile. Then Austin, Minnesota to Grand Rapids, Michigan, 42,000 pound load of pig-skins. Now, granted, these were raw and bloody, so definitely needed a really serious trailer washout after that, but it was worth it. 560 miles, booked at $2,100, got them $375 a mile. Got them into a good market because out of Stanwood, Michigan, took a load to Plainfield, Indiana, another good market. It's a truckload of water, 317 miles booked at $1,350, got them $426 per mile. And then out of Yorktown, Indiana, going to Birmingham, Alabama, 40,000 pound load of bulk potatoes. It was a vented van exclusive load. 530 miles booked at $2,250, got them $425. Then Tupelo, Mississippi, going to Macon, Georgia, 4,200 pound load of foam insulation, another vented van exclusive load, 363 miles booked at $2,000, got them $551 a mile for a very light load, under 5,000 pounds. They finished off with McDonough, Georgia, going to Orlando, Florida. It's a 43.5 load of non-hazardous paint, 411 miles booked at $1,800, got them $438 a mile. You know, those of you guys who own your equipment, you got a dry van, getting it vented is definitely going to benefit you quite a bit. Now, these guys in particular ran Thursday to Thursday, gross $10,900 in gross, running 2,555 loaded miles at an average of 427 per loaded mile. with 360 miles of deadhead, got him down to 374 with deadhead included. Lots of miles, 427 a mile average, 10.9 in gross. Very well done. Regular vented van. Next, we got ourselves a regular dry van coming out of San Diego, California, going to Seabrook, Texas. It's a 42,000 pound load of lager beer. 1,503 miles booked at $6,500. Got him 432 a mile. Then LaPorte, Texas to Two Rivers, Wisconsin. It's a 40,000 pound load of FAK. 1,279 miles booked at $3,600. Got him 281 per mile. Now this driver here, he's been trying to hit over 10 grand. Congratulations, finally did it. Ended up grossing $10,100. Running, by the way, only 6 days from Saturday to Friday, running a 53-foot dry van, 2,782 miles loaded on just 2 loads at an average of 363 per loaded mile, and also managed to get a 34-hour reset done as well. So absolutely fantastic, very well done. Next, we're going to take a look at a Reefer coming out of Hammond, Indiana, going to Grand Prairie, Texas. We're looking at a 26,000 pound load of food at 45 degrees, 969 miles booked at $3,500, got him 361 a mile. Then Durant, Oklahoma, going to Bartlett, Illinois. It's a 39,000 pound load of frozen chicken, 838 miles booked at $2,480, got him 296 a mile. Then they took a load, they were planning on taking a load out of Geneva, Illinois to Richmond, Virginia. Unfortunately, the power went out at the facility because of a storm, and the load was canceled. The driver was compensated with a tonneau for $150. And this actually worked out well, because from Bartlett, Illinois to Geneva, Illinois, it's less than 15 miles and you're getting paid $150. So, that's not bad at all. So they ended up taking a load out of Chicago, Illinois. Also not much deadhead there. Took a load to Manassas, Virginia. 40,000 pound load of frozen chicken, 778 miles booked at $3,900. Got him 501 per mile. Very well done. Ran for a week, grossed $10,030. Ended up running 2,585 loaded miles at an average of 388 per loaded mile in their Reefer. Next, we got ourselves a dry van team coming out of American Canyon, California, and Oakland, California, going to Hermiston, Oregon. 17,000 pound light load of groceries and dry food products. 735 miles booked at $3,700. Got him 503 per mile. Then out of Pendleton, Oregon to Jamestown, North Dakota, 40,000 pound load of canned goods, 1,248 miles booked at $3,150, got him 252 a mile. Then Grand Forks, North Dakota to Fayetteville, North Carolina, 35,000 pound load of beans, bagged and palletized, not messy. 1,536 miles booked at $4,500, got him $293 a mile. And it finished off with Wilson, North Carolina, going to Quincy, Florida. It's a 42.5 load of non-alcoholic beverages, 593 miles booked at $2,000, got him $337 a mile. Did a fantastic job. These guys ran Thursday to Thursday. This is a team. Now, by the way, these guys ran 4,112 miles, all on recaps for the entire week. These are loaded miles at an average of 325 per loaded miles. And then what's the beauty is that they ended up going home right after that. So that worked out very, very well. Walked away with a gross of $13,350 in gross at a very, very good rate. So guys, like I said, if you got one of these, you have the willingness to work, you're a leased on owner operator, or if you're a carrier who has at least 30 days of their MC authority, you got a truck, you got a trailer, and like I said, willingness to work, you can make this kind of money. I mean, needless to say, you don't need to be hitting these kinds of averages that we've talked about earlier. You can make a lot more money. You can work with honest people. There are honest trucking companies out there, whether you're an owner op or a carrier. It is available, but you have to get in touch with us. 801-448-6363. Call or text. Go to our website at aftdispatch.com /go. Get more information there. Get on our newsletter. We'll get your information. We'll call you. We'll answer all your questions. There's also a little chat box. You'll see that scrolling through the screen here. It is on any one of our web pages at aftdispatch.com. Fill that box out. Provide us the information. We'll get in touch with you and answer all your questions as well. So guys, really, you can make really good money. You have the ability, you have the service that can do it for you, and most importantly, Until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.